We're just trying to protect this place for as many generations as we can, and we've lived off this place for longer than we can even remember.
Haida Gwaii is a remote archipelago off the north coast of British Columbia and is home to the Haida Nation. Fishery officers come and go from Haida Gwaii, but this is the Haida Fishery Guardians' home and always will be.
I wanted to build a bridge between the Department of Fisheries and Oceans and First Nations communities.
It was not an easy road when we first began, and it's been a huge struggle.
Their local knowledge is so essential to help us do our job here effectively and safely.
Because if we don't take care of it now, we're not going to have it for my children and my grandchildren and their children.
Yeah, it really just is everything on who we are, is protecting this place.
Conservation and Protection, Fishery Officer Scott King speaking. We're gonna head out there right away. Thanks for the call.
Let's just check the tides quick and then we can call the Guardians and see if they're available to head out with us. So in very simple terms, a fishery officer is dealing with people that are outdoors fishing. We're checking them and making sure they're following the rules that they have to based on their license. We're protecting the fish. One day I could be in a helicopter, the next day I can be on a quad on the beach checking crab fishermen.
The work that we do on Haida Gwaii is so dynamic. Every day is different and it's seasonally changing. It keeps the job pretty unique and fun.
Hi there. Hi, fishery officers. How's it going so far? I'm just gonna run a quick inspection here. So if you wanna reel in your line for me, I'll just check your lure and then I'll check your license as well. Perfect, thank you. Okay, great, well, good luck.
Well, we're an isolated post, but I think like the thing that makes it the most probably unique would be like the work we do with the nation right now, the work that we're doing with the Guardian program.
As a newcomer to Haida Gwaii, I tend to lean on the Haida Fishery Guardians for their local and traditional knowledge. Fishery officers come and go from Haida Gwaii, but this is the Haida Fishery Guardians' home and always will be. So we're heading out today and we're gonna go do some recreational fishing checks out in the Skidegate Channel with the Haida Fishery Guardians.
Clear. My name is Haida Gwaii. My English name is Robert Brown. I work here on Haida Gwaii as a Haida Guardian. So I have a running joke for the last couple of years because we have such a big turnaround rate on officers. So I start joking about us retraining the DFO officers when they come to Haida Gwaii, because when they work in one nation and come to a different nation, all the nations have the same goals and want to see the same things. We just do it differently.
Oh yeah?
Is that what you were pointing out?
Yeah. These are the islands. You could just go right through. Cool.
I would say the Guardians have passed on a lot of historical and cultural information to us as fishery officers. This is where people will be crabbing, and this is when we can expect storms, and working with the Guardians has always been a lot of fun. I have a lot of laughs. They're easy to work with, they're happy to share information and teach me and answer all my questions. It honestly makes our job a lot safer. We come here as new officers and their local knowledge is so essential to help us do our job here effectively and safely.
So here we are at Haida, and it is a traditional territory of my clan, the Kayathalanis Joth people. Just more recently in the past few years, we put up a totem pole to represent that our people are still here and that our culture is still present. It's really special to me to get to see it every day because it just, paying that much more homage to our ancestors and to what they did. And when I get to see that pole, it tells me that, I'm on the right path and I'm fighting for the right cause. And so I feel very lucky when I get to see it.
It's a fostered relationship. When I first started as a guardian, there was a little bit of resistance. A lot of the fishery officers thought we were coming in to take their jobs, and that wasn't the purpose of the program. program is basically developed to provide that assistance, but also to start working on the enforcement of our own traditional food fisheries. We've always managed our lands and our waters, and this was another way of us getting back to that lifestyle so that we have those stocks for future generations.
Yeah, it's a really special place to us, and for me, my family, they've always kind of helped to try protect the island through like enforcement and protesting and just taking up space, you know?
It was not an easy road when we first began. In 1997, the Copper River food fishery went from Band Council jurisdiction to Council of the Haida Nation. And so the Guardian program took over the enforcement of the fishery. And then when we actually started enforcing it, we had a lot of confrontations, but just reminding the general public of why we're doing what we're doing, right? It's just preserving the future. And it's been a huge struggle, but over the time from when I first started, there was kind of a switch that was turned on within the federal agencies where we actually had them come and knock on our door and say, we heard about your program, this is who we are, we'd really like to work with your program. And we were kind of taken back the first time that happened because that wasn't something that we had faced before. So since that day, that working relationship has just fostered, developing another form of a family between the two agencies, breaking down those barriers, which was probably the hardest thing that we had to do as a Guardian program. And now it's fostered an amazing relationship that they work collaboratively together to police and enforce the fisheries here on Haida Gwaii.
Well guys, I'm a fishery guardian and fishery officer. We're coming to do an inspection. Can you please pull your lines up? Yeah, so we're gonna come on board, do the inspection. Do you mind moving that rod for me?
When I first got here as a fishery officer, the Guardians really kind of took me under their wing and taught me a lot of things. And it felt like extra training than I already get as a fishery officer and a lot of local knowledge. We really complement each other when we're out in the field talking to the public, and yeah, they have my back and I have theirs, and it's a great working relationship. Hi there, my name is Danielle, I'm a fishery officer, and we're just going to do a quick inspection today.
I'm Rob, Haida Fisheries Guardian.
Do you have a fishing license I can see?
Is it all right if I check your crabs? Yeah, sure. Yeah, we got a great partnership. I think it's probably one of the best partnerships in not just British Columbia, but I think across the country. That's the biggest question I get asked is what makes it work? And I just let them know that it's that we accept them. We accept them and we understand that they have to follow rules like we have to follow rules, but we blend their federal government rules and Fishery Act rules to our Haida rules and we put it together, right? And it balances itself out.
It's probably 3 generations from my cohort to this newer cohort. So to see the fostering of the program that way to our younger generation starting to step up into these roles, basically being able to pass that torch. You know, our future is very secure.
They put so much time and energy and dedicated so many years of their lives to protect this for us and for the future that if I don't do my part, it almost kind of feels like, you know, I'm letting these guys down for how much effort they put in. Yeah, it really just is everything on who we are is protecting this place. I remember when Robert would come and be a guardian for us when I was a kid and come check all of our fish and make sure we're behaving. And I thought it was always really amazing to see our own people coming to do that job. It always made me feel really good seeing him coming to us.
On today's helicopter patrol, we are going to be looking for any vessels actively fishing ensuring vessels keep the legal distance from whales and other marine mammals, and we might even get the opportunity to see herring spawn this time of year.
We're hoping to see a really light teal color in the water, almost cloudy, and it's gonna be beautiful. You'll know right away when you see it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Other indicators that we're gonna see herring spawn is large groups of birds feeding. There might be a lot of seals or sea lions feeding in that area as well. And then if we're lucky, we'll see humpbacks feeding on balls of herring out in the ocean as well. Let's check that inlet over there. I think I saw something lighter in the water. There's been herring spawn there in the past, and we'll be lucky if there's maybe some there today.
Hey Reese, I think I might have just seen a whale blow. Do you want to take the binos and look down that inlet, see if there's anything?
Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Wow, look at those colors.
Let's drop a little bit of altitude here. I want to see just more of the contrasting colors.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool to see that from like the sky for the first time ever. It looked good, and there's more kelp further up that I seen, and that was the thing that I was more worried about than how much spawn, was how much kelp.
That was so cool from a distance, how we could see like all the birds, and then just, we thought maybe like up to 17 humpbacks feeding in that area. It's just amazing how much life the herring bring towards them, like how much they give back. So herring spawn is so essential to the ecosystem and a healthy ecosystem. We really look forward to this time of year. It's such a rewarding feeling of this is what I'm protecting, this is why I do this job, and this is why this career means so much to me.
I guess kind of in a sense, I never really feel like I had another road to go down besides conservation and protecting this place. This is the lifestyle I think that I need.
Now that I'm a grandfather and I want my granddaughters to be able to go out and fish in the areas and say, my Chinny Robert helped protect this area and they help protect the resources so they can take their kids out and harvest on the waters like our ancestors did back in the day.
We want to learn, we want to listen. People throw around the word reconciliation a lot. That could be a troublesome word for a lot of people. And you know, it's a challenging word for me as an Indigenous person as well. Like you don't necessarily see it day to day, but in terms of like what the department's doing right now, you know, I think that's probably what we could call it. Like it is meaningful change. It's change that we're trying to work towards actively. It's not been passive. I'm hoping that people are seeing this and they feel like it is reconciliation in action. It's something I take as a responsibility as a detachment commander. Even if I have my own personal challenges with the word itself, if we're going to be tasked with it, like we're going to make sure we see that stuff through.
I feel very fortunate and proud to have landed on Haida Gwaii, and the working relationship we have with the Haida Fishery Guardians is built out of mutual respect.
We're working together as one. They take good directive from us and we take good directive from them, and it's a really good partnership that we have here on Haida Gwaii with all our DFO officers. It works.
Haida Gwaii is extremely special. It holds a special place in your heart once you get here. The experiences you'll have, the things you'll see, and the people who live here are all so incredible, and it's why I've stayed longer than my time that I was meant to stay, and I want to stay even longer.
We're just trying to protect this place for as many generations as we can, and to lose any of those food sources that are so close, and to lose like the beauty of the land and the waters, it makes up who we are, and if we lose that, then we're lost peoples. So we have to do everything we can to protect this place.